The Federal High Court sitting in Kaduna has affirmed Uba Sani as the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress for the 2023 election in the state. A governorship aspirant, Sani Sha'aban, had gone to court seeking nullification of Uba Sani as the state APC governorship candidate for alleged irregularities in the conduct of primary election in May. While delivering the judgment, the presiding judge, Justice Mohammed Garuba Omar, struck out the case for contravention of provision of the National Judicial Council policy direction. The court, according to the ruling, declined in hearing the suit, saying it has no jurisdiction to deliver judgment on the said matter. It added that it is a party affair and not a post- or pre-election matter. And now, civil society organizations have called on Nigerians to vote for political parties with climate change action plans in the forthcoming election in order to have a sustainable future. At an event in Abuja, the CSOs also urged citizens to look beyond campaign promises and other forms of inducement. Maria Mohammed reports.
Nigerians have been at the receiving end of several forms of disaster, ranging from flooding, soil and coastal erosion, due to climate change. Citizens have been so vulnerable to these disasters due to an underprotected and expansive environment. Leaders of past and present administrations have tried their best to curb the disasters across the country, but their efforts are in vain. The recent floods in Nigeria have exploded the lack of preparedness on the part of citizens, despite warnings by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management. More than 600 people lost their lives in what is regarded as the worst flooding to hit West African region in a decade. And it left 1.3 million people displaced, while more than 200,000 homes have been destroyed. This is why these civil society organizations are worried and have come together to raise awareness on the need to demand that climate change be treated as a priority by presidential candidates. At this event, these CSOs all agree that climate change issues are too important to be left in the hands of deniers. They want political parties and their presidential candidate to set up concrete plans to help solve situations relating to natural disasters across the country.
We are calling on citizens, especially those in communities impacted by climate change, to ensure that they collect their PVCs and look beyond empty campaign promises and other forms of vote inducement and vote for climate.
And ensure that only candidates who seek to ensure that our environment is sustainable will get the vote of the people.
Vote for a leader that is more concerned with climate change issues.
A report by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency shows that flooding is expected to continue in southern part of the country in states like Anambra, Bayelsa, Cross River and Delta. In a bid to curb natural disasters caused by climate change, Nigerians are encouraged to seek for candidates who have climate action plans for the forthcoming 2023 general elections. Maria Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.
Meanwhile, the Department of State Service is concerned about next year's general election, and it's warning the nation that the election may likely be challenged by political thuggery if the process is not properly managed. Kaduna State DSS Director Abdul Eneche revealed this at a security meeting at the Government House, where he also called for the sensitization of youths who are mostly used as perpetrators of political unrest.
We are likely to be challenged by political thuggery. It's a thing that we really need to prepare for. So since we are all represented here from various communities, it's a message we need to take back home. The youths of various communities must be sensitized against thuggery, because the little thing we have seen, which is just the beginning, is an indication that there is a lot to be done. Hence, they should be sensitized. Another area that the enlarged house can also help is in the area of security of ongoing projects. That is government infrastructure.
And also in Kaduna, the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, says the security alert issued in October by the United States Embassy in Nigeria has terrorized Nigerians and set the nation in panic mood. The minister, who addressed a security gathering in the state, acknowledged America's right to issue an advisory to her citizens, but it must not be to the extent of scaring citizens. He stated that the federal government has full confidence in our intelligence and security agencies' capability to gather and promptly act on intelligence in order to manage security threats.
Whatever has been the intention of this security alert or this travel advisory, what it has done is that it has terrorized our people and has set the nation in a panic mode. The security or intelligence report or alert from any other foreign country, especially when we have confidence in our own military security authorities to gather intelligence and to act upon it.
And still talking security, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, is urging the federal government to swing into action and rescue 21 children abducted in a farm in Meruwa community, Faskari local government area of Katsina State, on Sunday. In a statement by UNICEF representative in Nigeria, Mrs. Christian Mondwati, the UN agency described the abductions as reprehensible. The agency said it is concerned about the report of the abduction of no fewer than 21 children at a farm in Meruwa community in Katsina, northwest Nigeria. And UNICEF is calling on authorities to rescue all the persons reported to have been kidnapped on the farm at the same time the children were abducted. Let's now turn to Taraba, where the Akuka of Ukari has raised concerns over fresh attacks by thief militia on Junkun communities along the Taraba-Benue border. The monarch at the government house, Jalingo, disclosed that some of the subjects lost their lives during various unprovoked attacks by the thief militias. Correspondent Owolabi Adenusi filed this report.
This is their first official visit to Taraba State Government House, Jalingo, after the last month's presentation of staff of office to the Akuka and the Garadonga. They are here to thank the governor for his support, which made the event a success.
The crisis started, bringing its ugly head again. Not quite long time ago, few weeks back, we started having a problem with our neighbors in our boundary, of which we ask you, Your Excellency, to look inward, to contact your colleague in Benue, to see how that problem in that boundary should be solved.
On his part, the Garadonga thanked the governor for his various contributions that ensures his ascension to his forefathers' throne.
You approved my selection as the 10th Garadonga, and you successfully installed and presented the first-class staff of office to me. And I want to say thank you. I bring to you, Your Excellency, a member of your wonderful team, a warm greeting from the people of Donga, a warm expression of gratitude.
Governor Dare Sishaku advises traditional rulers to serve their people and not to oppress them. He assures that his government will work with the traditional institutions for the betterment of the people.
And with you chiefs taking position now, already coronated, the responsibility rests squarely on you to make sure that anything that would disturb the peace of our people is nipped in the bud.
The Ishaku's administration had successfully ended the prolonged Jukuntive crisis through various peace-building processes. The fresh threat to the peace being enjoyed in Taraba State is worrying. Again, the governors of Taraba and Benue States may need to wade in and revive their peace overtures to stop the alleged attacks on Jukun communities along the Benue borders.